What's up, guys? This is the Honest Outlaw here, and today we're going to be doing a quick follow-up video on the Canik Elite. If you want the average information, height, weight, price, all that stuff, feel free to see my original review of this firearm. This is just going to be a quick follow-up talking about some of the reliability issues that I had with this pistol this winter. I originally got this, I think, around December, and I wanted to get a review out as quick as I could because it was a brand new gun. So I fired about 500-600 rounds through it in the winter. In cold, I don't know if you know anything about Iowa, but it gets somewhere between 0 to 15 to even 20 below occasionally here in the winter. And semi-automatic pistols tend to have an issue with the cold. And not only was I firing this pistol in the cold, getting snow on it, things like that, but I was also shooting 147 grain ammunition from Freedom Munitions, and I was shooting 115 grain and ammunition from American Eagle, and I think some Fiocchi, and I think some white box. Those are the usual contenders that you'll get when you see me shooting on this channel. Those are usually the ammunition that I buy. But it didn't really like that ammo, and it apparently didn't like the conditions either. So, being that this is an awesome gun, besides the reliability issues, as you can see, it's about the size of a Glock 19. It is relatively ergonomic. It's got a pretty good trigger, especially for the price that it is. It's definitely better than a Glock trigger. It comes with the U-shaped fiber optic front sight, and with the fiber optic front, and then the U-shaped rear, which is nice as well, kind of like a Trijicon HD. The magazine release is all right. It's all around. If it was reliable, it'd be a great gun, especially for the price. This is more of a budget-minded gun, 400 and under. The other thing it's got is the tungsten gray top slide. I think it's a really cool-looking pistol with the red, the tungsten gray, and the black. I think it's awesome. I just wish it was reliable, right? Well, as it turns out, after keeping the slide back in storage for quite a while, and then just constantly running the slide over and over and over again to try to break that spring a little bit. Those were the first two things I did. The second thing I did was I shot literally, I think, somewhere around 500 more, which means about 1,000 rounds out of this before it got really reliable. So it has a definite break-in period for number one. And number two, it does not like low-powered ammunition. Use 124 grain like NATO spec stuff. Something is the hottest ammo that you can find, really. And make sure that you get some sandpaper grip on it, or make sure that you really push on this grip. Even still, now I can shoot this pistol without any malfunctions. However, people like my wife or new shooters like some of my friends cannot. You have to have really good fundamentals, at least for this firearm, at least for this specific firearm. I know other people have had no problems at all, but if you limp wrist this at all, like even if I shoot this one-handed, I still have some failures to feed and stuff. So I just wanted to give you the update. The Canik Elite is running a lot better than it was during the winter. As I said, now I'm shooting it in the warmer temperatures with hotter ammunition, and it's been broken in a little bit. I know that I contacted the manufacturer, and they basically said that it needs to run with hot ammo. It's built for NATO spec ammunition, and that's what you need to run through it. So if you buy this pistol, that's just something you're going to have to be aware of. And I know it's not a deal breaker, but I do like to use my competition reloads quite a bit, a lot less recoil energy. You can shoot a lot faster, and this gun simply will not function with those. Which isn't a huge deal, I guess, if you're just know which ammunition you're going to buy, especially if this is going to be your firearm. The only issue that I have with that is that, in a self-defense situation, it's more than likely you are going to have to shoot with one hand or the other. Let's say you're carrying a child, or you get shot in the arm or the hand or anything like that. We've discussed it over and over again on this channel. But, in times of stress, if you shoot this one-handed, I can almost, at least this pistol standing in front of me, I can almost 100% guarantee you that you're going to have a malfunction. So that's an issue for me, but this is, basically a range pistol, maybe a truck pistol, hard to say. And the other thing I want to do is I want to invest in getting a different spring, because I really think that the spring, the recoil spring, is the actual issue. I don't know, I just think maybe the spring is too heavy, and maybe they need to lighten it down a little bit to use more common American loadings like the 115 grain, stuff like that. But I think if they had a change of a recoil spring, it's also possible that they just recycled the recoil spring from the bigger gun. That was a theory that I had as well, that it's possible that at this price point they cannibalized some of the parts that they had laying around And that could be true too. I don't have my larger TP9 anymore, so I can compare and contrast, but that's also another possibility. So like I said, I don't know if they cannibalize the recoil spring from the larger versions, and maybe that's the issue, because I know that some of the larger versions, especially the SF that I reviewed previously, had no issues with any of the ammunition that I fired. And I wonder if that could be it as well, because the only issues, or reliability issues, that I've ever had with Caniks are with this one, and this is the only model of Canik that I've had that's smaller than a full-size firearm. So I just wanted to give you guys a quick reliability update. Yeah, it is. It's more reliable than it was. Is it 100% reliable? No, it's absolutely not. But again, the issue that I'm going to have saying that is that I literally got like one of the first ones off the rack. You know, could they have changed the design slightly on these since I bought this? They absolutely could have. And if they did, and you do get one that's reliable, I would absolutely recommend this firearm. Everything else besides the reliability was 100% on this pistol, especially for the price point that it is. And with the proper ammo, it can be 100% reliable, but there again, I don't like guns that are picky with ammunition. If you've seen some of my other reviews, especially a review of the RP9 that's coming up. But I just wanted to give you guys a heads up. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Help out your local homeless shelters, and remember to recycle. Check you later.